Brace your footing. Looks like the power's out in this section.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry so much about the they can't have children thing. It had more to do with the speciesism of it. You know what I mean? I mean, a horse and a mule or a horse and a donkey can have children together. That doesn't make them the same species. But one of the definitions that does make people the same species is that they can have children together. So, not being able to have children doesn't disqualify you, but being able to have children is definitely a qualifier. That's all he was trying to get at. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Alright, so here I actually do need to turn the color of the monitor on. Because I can't hack this thing without the ability to see the color. So, what we do is we come in here, we turn the color up just for this one example. And then we can use it. Let's see, I think we can agree that it's the S. Apparently not the S. L-O-T and key E-Y. Hello. Bullshit. Oh, I should have known. Consents come? If no, they aren't people. I don't know. That's a good question. But presumably they can, because otherwise all it would take is one jerk sesh for them to be like, wait a second. No, there's no test whatsoever that gives anybody any indication whether or not they are or are not a synth. Alright, let's try the ends with the letter N. Nope.
That's it.
There we go. Alright, so we need to turn this back off so we don't forget. Before we fucking break the game there.
Core power restored.
Let's see, what's the next game I'm going to play after all my challenges on Fallout 4? It's going to be a while, but we're definitely going to go back to Skyrim when the time comes.
Command accepted. Commencing 5-second countdown.
Do they get the post-P shivers? Yeah, there's a lot of things that they could say whether or not it works, but...
4, 3, 2.
Where are the game developers when you need them? I don't know. I sent both a message to Obsidian showing the vault suits and the other thing, and stuff there. And I also sent or tagged Bethesda in one of them. Neither one of them said anything to me, so...
Test firing completed with an efficiency rating of 96.7%.
Now see, if I was in the railroad and I was 100% privy to the information Deacon claims that they're privy to, namely that synths can't conceive, then one of the first and only things that you should do is get Dr. Carrington on the artificial insemination technique and go around checking to see, can they breed? No, they can't. Okay, well, that's a good indicator that they're not human. They weren't born through a womb, but were born in a vat of red shit in an institute basement somewhere. That's like, a catch-all to see if you can discover who's a synth and who's not. Somehow they know who's a synth and who's not. I mean, what's to stop somebody from coming to the railroad and saying, holy shit, you guys, I'm a synth, I need your help me escape, when really all it is they killed somebody and they're wanted for murder in their version of a town, and now they want the railroad to help them escape, or they're just hungry and they want the railroad to feed them while they pretend to escort them out of the city. or they're wanted by by some bounty hunters or something. The railroad mustn't have a way to find out.
Going up.
Any modded Skyrim playthroughs? The last time I did a modded Skyrim playthrough, it was with Samuel Tarley for the Game of Thrones build series.
We may have him over there. Get him.
Whoever or whatever you are, I know you are out there. Sensor anomaly detected.
There's that. That's that too. Supposedly the radiation stops people from being able to conceive a lot in the Commonwealth. But again, the railroad has to know whether or not somebody's a synth.
I hope that's the last of them. Damn it. I don't see the device anywhere.
That would only work for female synths. Oh, I don't know. They could just start harvesting Desdemona's eggs and be like, all right, you may be a synth, or you might not be a synth.
Let's get out of here.
But I don't know for sure. So there's a excellent 10mm pistol, but now I'm over encumbered. Over in motherfuckered. Alright, let's see. We need to get rid of something in here, so let's sort by weight here. That thing has 2 crystal and some fiber optics. That thing is too expensive or too heavy for me. Alright, let's start with that. That's a good beginning to this. I hope you're all taking notes. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a test on this. The test will be who remembers the most bullshit we've already talked about on this stream and who doesn't. I'm a little bit bummed that you know, I guess we got a 10mm pistol that might be useful for us, but let's go.
Going up.
Yep, we got Azzy here. She's still got a mouse in her collar, and apparently she's got no interest in getting rid of it, so she's got a little fuzzy. Still using exterminators? I am still using the exterminators. Which reminds me, I did turn off the Pip-Boy color, right? Okay.
Clear. Let's move out.
You move out. You move out by the end of next week, Dance. Alright, go ahead. Give me the shit I don't want to take with me.
Paladin dance.
Well, that could have gone smoother.
Smoother? I thought we did fine.
Fine.
We're both alive and the transmitter's been secure.
I thought we.
Agreed. That first, may it serve you.
Oh, that's not necessary.
That isn't necessary.
I insist you keep it. Now, we had a lot. There, the way you could pour. So
I don't know.
it's a big decision. Good luck.
Okay, now I'm over encumbered again. Ooh, let's open that. Let's see. We did take vans. You might not agree with that decision, but I think it's a great decision. Now, of these two things, what's the most important? Or of these three things? We have Gunslinger 3, which gives me 60% damage instead of 40% damage, and the range is increased. We have Gun Nut 2, which will give me the access to the silencers. Or we have Local Leader 2, which will give us access to building medical stations. Now, between these ones, probably the thing that's the most useful is the medical station. So we'll do that for right now. We don't have that one until level 19, so we've probably just enough time. But I can't just drop this. I have to, drop the gun. I have to go to a container and put it in there. So I gotta walk fucking very slowly back this direction and find some container to stick this in. I think the only container in here is actually the first aid box. So yeah, the Righteous Authority's okay, I guess. But I can't equip it, and I don't have really any need to take human companions, so the only thing it really is heavy. So away it goes, and we need to now work our way back to, oops, that's the elevator down. We need to work our way back to one of my settlements so that I can build a at least a radio beacon, store all this bullshit junk that we have, and then hopefully maybe possibly build a medical station. And then I can be sure that I'm at least cured of radiation and illness and have full health after I sleep. And I can also make sure that I'm no longer thirsty, which I almost certainly am. How do I not use my inventory? How do I not use my Pip-Boy? How do I manage my inventory? So I don't use my Pip-Boy. If I open the Pip-Boy, it looks like this. And apparently I have another level there. I did not realize that. So we can actually take Gunslinger or Gun Nut too. I think probably the thing to do would be to take Gunslinger. Because while we could take, we could take Gun Nut too. Oh fuck, I don't know. The silencer might be very helpful. We could start taking Mr. Sandman to increase our damage after we get the silencer. This would increase it by 20% right away, though. That's 2 perks to get it to increase by 15%. So I guess we should take Gunslinger right now. So I don't manage my inventory. And that said, I can only ever really equip either the gun that I start with, which is the 10mm pistol, a different 10mm pistol, because it turns out you can manipulate the game in such a way. Let's see, there's the Commonwealth. That's south. Over there is Corvega. Let's see. We should go this way. We need to go, yeah, we should go this way. We need to go to the theater. That's probably the best thing to do. You were thinking about Fry from Futurama. That's what Elena was watching, was Futurama. This is the walk of shame home. This is the walk of random direction home. Doing our best to find our way out. Lone Wanderer. Lone Wanderer was a good, would have been a good one too. But the problem with Lone Wanderer is, oops. The problem with Lone Wanderer is, as of right now, the only thing that we can say about it is that it would reduce damage. Come on. God damn, that's some cold shit. Well, he ran away. The only thing it would do is reduce damage for the first 2 perks. And right now, our reduction in damage is going to be, first of all, very little for right now, especially physical damage. An extra 30% damage resistance isn't going to do anything when our damage resistance to ballistic damage is 0. What we need is the ability to kill shit as soon as possible, and also to not be detected. So, while eventually we do get extra damage from Lone Wanderer and even extra action points, it's not a priority. You can even if you Mr. Sandman and Institute Scientist without anybody around to witness it, you still get banished. Well, that's dumb. It's like getting caught stealing a fucking thing on accident from the Fighters Guild in Oblivion, and then all of a sudden you got to gather 20 bear pelts. It's like, damn, dude, whose sister did you fuck to get in this fucking much trouble? Like, I don't understand. It was an accident. I was just taking all the fucking swords that you apparently think are for free, and now you're this pissed? Unbelievable. Alright, so let's see. We're kind of sort of trying to work our way towards a Drumlin-ish type scenario so that we have a frame of reference here. Now we know the freeways are sort of still on the east side of the screen, so let's continue on this side. £50 of extra carry. That's true too, and I have been hoarding, but there's a good reason for it. The only things that I've really been picking up are ammunition to sell, so that I can buy ammunition for the 10mm pistol when I come across the shop, because it's probably the one and only way I can be certain that I'll be able to continue to afford to use this thing. So here's the entrance up to the ramp that Deacon takes you to, which means we're fairly close to Drumlin Diner to begin with. All I gotta do is continue heading in the vague direction of Corvega Assembly Plant, and I'll run into the road. The road that goes south through. I think it goes through Lexington, but then carries on to Diamond City. The other things that I'm grabbing have to do with building. They have to do with building mods for the gun or the shit I need to build, like the radio towers. And I need the radio towers for two different reasons. One, I need people to man those medical stations, and two, I need people to connect up to settlements. So that's why we're doing that. So here's the wicked shipping that has the door that's open, or is this one a locked one? This one's the locked one. So I think we're heading the right direction. Hey, where the spills? Where's Mom? Mom? You mean Mom as in robots mom? Mom as in my mom? The Rhonda build that I couldn't swear during? That mom? Or what? Okay, there's Strumlin Diner. So I did find my way there without too much fucking trouble. Settlers are like the synths of Minutemen, slaverinos. Settlers are, you know, they're kind of, I mean, they bitch a lot. That's what it comes down to. But
Hey, Carla.
Need to pick something up? Road's pretty long.
Uh-huh. I'll take a look, sure.
Here's what I got.
alright, what we need is all these, and you can have in exchange these. One cap. That's the difference. Okay. And you.
I got a store to run here. You gonna buy?
Let's see what you have.
All salvage.
Now we're probably approaching less of a need to gather money or things like this to sell to her. Now I can't remember. I think we already did. We already did go all the way to Diamond City, right? Well, we gave the Nuka-Cola. Yeah, I think we've already done all this. Okay. So let's go back up here and then through. No, we don't necessarily want to go through Concord because we haven't done that yet. We've worked our way around it. Oh, what we need to do is we need to go to like the theater. And that ain't the way to the theater. There's the theater. Fallout needs different voice. That voice just don't work on Rodney. I agree. Somebody go through and record or get all the dialogue for the Lone Wanderer and then give me a shot of him saying it. And then I'll record new dialogue and you guys can make it. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is... Well, let's do this first. Do not tell me that I'm looking for chems.
Hey there. I can patch you up if you need it.
There we fucking go.
Yeah. Take a look at me, Doc. Tell me your symptoms.
Is it not weird that you can just be like...
All right.
You can just be like, hey, you, stand in front of the box marked clinic. And he's like, okay, I'm standing here now. And then you're like, hey. And he's like, hey, do you need a doctor? And I'm just like, yes, I do need a doctor. That's very kind of you. As if standing in front of a box qualifies this guy
And that's that. Anything else bothering you?
to be Dr. Man.
No. All right.
Cool. So, the only other thing that I need to do... I mean, I can't do anything with the gun nut. I could bring up my Pip-Boy here. and follow this path. But I'm thinking this points me to the Museum of Freedom if it's going up and around this way. A better way of assigning settlers than selecting the thing. Like a text-based menu. You a doctor now. Are you a doctor? Can you see the sign? Yeah, the doctor is in Lucy style. And actually, the one thing that I was going to do while I waited for this is instead of having no defenses in a place that probably should have defenses, I'm going to reassign the doctor after now that he's cured me to the guard towers. And I can even put the guard posts down here as well. Maybe like 1 or 2 down here that he'll also have range of. And it will allow him to
Okay.
give me defense 6 in a place with only 4 people. So that's there. That is also there. Good job, me. So now I know that I'm healed. Don't have a disease. Don't have any radiation. I can drink a little bit more of this water so that I know I'm not thirsty. Let's give it 3 pumps. Oh, I need to do 6 pumps because it sips twice. The only other thing that I probably am is hungry. And I can't cook and eat shit, so I have to go eat human beings. Now, probably the thing to do from here is actually to go... Let's see, there's the theater. We don't need to go to there. Let's just go up to Concord and start killing the raiders there. I can't remember if we killed the raiders but then left him there or what the fucking deal is, but... This one settler's just got like fucking... His resume just doubled. He's like, well, I was a guy with a radio. That was what I was before today. Now I know that I'm not only a guy who can be a doctor if he stands in front of a sign marked a doctor, but he can also be a guard in 3 different places at once. So, if and y'all need a doctor that can alternate for guard duty, I'm your man. Kill the doctor guard and eat him. Oh no. He kills to eat. Rodney Dangerfield is an apex predator. Anyone on PS4? Everyone is on PS4. Let's see, we don't need to kill that bitch. But I'm not on PS4, I'm on PC. I mean, I have a PS4, if that's what you're asking. But I haven't played it for a very long time, because I've been playing this on the PC ever since I knocked it up in the back of somebody's garage. Nice, I haven't even killed these raiders yet, so that's food on the table right there. And I don't necessarily need to do this, and I would really prefer not to until we get the most powerful 10mm pistol, because otherwise I'm wasting fucking ammunition on these death claws. It's too fuzzy of a location. I need a fucking better angle on these dudes. Everyone is on PS4 except modders. Ouch. That is a... oh, lack of mods, where is thy sting? It doesn't hurt my feelings one bit. If they were like, we're not going to do mods for Fallout 4, I'd be like, huh, okay. Okay. Yeah, who else you shooting at? Is that it? I don't think that's it, by the way. I reloaded already.
Up here, on the balcony. I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door.
Bop.
Grab that laser musket and help us, please.
Yeah. Oh, death, where's thy sting? Oh, there it is. Alright, let's eat this thingy. He fulfills even more roles. If I killed him and needed him, yeah, that would be cool. Guiltless dinner? I don't know, man. They are very high in calories, so there's some degree of guilt there. I mean, Rodney Dangerfield is not exactly looking... I mean, he's very prosperous, is what I'm trying to say. Very hardy. Even Rubenesque, one might say. A tactical laser musket? Oh, because it has a scope on it. Now, wait a goddamn second. Is it a fucking recon scope on this thing? To start with? Man, that's crazy. Let's see. What should we do? Should we attempt? No, let's not attempt. I mean, should we? No, let's not attempt. Let's go back. You're not a fan of the weapon mods. Most of them seem to be too overpowered. It depends on the weapon. I mean, switching from a normal switchblade to a serrated switchblade does do, like, double the damage, but it's a fucking switchblade. And as far as modded weapons goes, I mean, you can get weapons that are fully unmodded and still be crazy good damage with them. Like, for instance, the Kiloton radium rifle, I don't think has really any mods on it. Maybe it has a couple to start with, but it probably has a lot, actually. It's maybe not a good example. In fact, I think most of the unique items have the mods on them to begin with. So I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Should only be eating them if they're raw, gluten-free, and organically grown people. Well, they are raiders, so presumably they're raw to some degree. Gluten-free, I can't be sure of that. I don't want to sleep on that bed. It'll probably give me a fucking sick disease. Better to sleep in a bed at home. And speaking of things that are better, did I already kill these bugs? But I didn't go down in there. Interesting. That was the one thing I was like, I wonder if I need to do this, but apparently not. Free roam all organic raiders. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely that. I don't think we can argue that they're anything but that. There's the dog. I don't know if the dog just got hurt a bunch and we let him walk back here, or if I told him to go home. I think I told him to go home. Anyways. Kiloton is broken as fuck with Demolition Expert. No, Kiloton is broken as fuck because you can combine it with Demolition Expert and Nuclear Physicist. Right? I've never even used it, but I know it's essentially a even more intense version of the Spray and Pray. The difference is that the Spray and Pray can benefit from the Mr. Sandman shit, and the Mr. Sandman shit does 50% more damage, but I'm not sure in what direction that applies. Whereas the Nuclear Physicist shit is also crazy shit, but it applies only to the radiation damage, which might not be that beneficial. Let's see, I probably need to plant a bunch of food here. So we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3. We have 1.5 food here. Oh wait, there's 1, 2, and 1, 2. 1, 2. So we actually have 3 food here. So we need 4, 5. And I don't know if we need any more than that. That's probably all we for sure need. I have 6 beds, 6 water.